What's up, everybody? I'm Jason Britton. As you know, Kawasaki's come out with a new 636 in 2013, like they did in 2003. Bringing it back after 10 years, which is pretty awesome for me as a stunt rider. A lot of people have questions about the bike and the setup and what I do and why I do it. Number one question is probably, what tire is that? This tire is a Dunlop D616. People want to know why that tire. It looks crazy. It looks like a motocross tire. Well, the main reason for choosing this tire is it's so consistent in all kinds of different types of terrains. Another big question is, what's all that brake stuff going on? So if you zoom in with the camera, you can get close, you can see there's a 4-piston Brembo radial mounted caliper for the handbrake, and then a 2-piston foot brake. The reason for having a smaller foot brake than the handbrake, obviously your foot has more power than your hand. Brembo and Marchesini are big sponsors of mine. They take care of me. They make sure that I have the best products on the planet. The brakes, the Marchesini wheels, front and rear. Full radial Brembo brakes up front, calipers, rotors, you name it, the works. And this is on a brand new bike. So we're getting a lot of time to experiment with all this stuff. That's all the levers on the bars and all that stuff. That's why we have excess stuff like that. You can sit on the tank, you can stand on the seat, do wheelies, use the brakes, and not worry about going over. Sub cage, you can put a lot of weight on this thing and not have a lot of flex. Solid pegs so they don't flip up and fold away. Freestyle ingenuity. Great design. It's really sleek and not too elaborate, not real built up and not bulky and heavy. Same with the cage. It's very, very sleek design, protects the bike. As you can see, this thing is worn down if you want to zoom in on that. This thing has been crashed on, but the bike is perfect. Really important. The exhaust, the brand new Graves Link exhaust system for the 636 and the 9 through 12 ZX6R. Sounds really good, looks really good. I don't know if you can get a good idea of the audio with the GoPro there, but I'm going to give it a shot. Enough of that. It's all bark and bite. 636 packs a huge punch. This thing's got massive power. The seats, done by HT Moto, very hard compound for seat standers, but a little bit of cushion in the center, so when you're sitting down, you're comfortable. It's got the no-hander Pro Stunt Rider build-up that I pretty much brought to them because I had an issue with this seat being so long and me not being able to reach the bars when I was trying to go into no-handed circles. So this bumps out, gives me some place to rest up against when I'm doing no-handed circles. Got my step plate in here to put my foot in for various tricks. Standing in the seat. Got a scrape plate here that we do at No Limit Motorsports. Also reinforcing the subframe. You can see some of the work there. If you look down in here, you can see that step plate a little bit. And all that stuff is done through our shop here, as well as the Jason Britton custom tank cut that we do here. It's got my hideaway gas cap. It's got my specific cut that's to my specifications. All these measurements are to my specifications. We do them to whatever your specifications are, but a lot of customers end up wanting just that specific setup. Onto the converter bars. Converter bars are probably the greatest creation known to man. The reason being is because you have so much adjustability. Okay, you have the clamp here that mounts to the fork tube, and then you have the riser that slides within the clamp. And then within the riser, you have a bunch of different degrees that you can angle these bars at to change your setting for your preference. And then, of course, once you get everything set to where you want it, you go out and you purchase brake lines that are the right length because you may raise your bars a whole bunch and your stock lines don't fit. That's fine. It's an easy thing to do. We can get the lines here at the shop as well. If you wanted to know what length lines you need, we can measure them up for you, or you can measure them yourself. You can order the lines up. It's not a big deal. Brembo front brake master, 19 by 20. The clutch master on this side over here is a 16 by 18 RCS, adjustable. which is really nice. You drop the bike, the thing folds up out of the way, it doesn't break. Got the Righteous stunt clutch, which is a super easy pull. A big complaint about doing the job in the office all day is clutch and handbrake all day long. A lot of tricks require a lot of manipulation with your index finger and your middle finger. Tire in the front is a Q2, superior traction in terrible conditions or great conditions as well. Vortex rear sets give you that adjustability, put things where you want, and that's the key thing to stunt bike setup, is having things where you want them. I run mine on the middle setting and then 2 steps down. Everyone's different. That's for my height and my specifications to what I prefer. I run a little bit of HT Moto grip on the tank, as well as on the side of the tank, as well as on the upper fairing and the tail section. All the areas that are crucial for grip when you're standing on the bike and you need to get some leverage and maneuver the bike around a little bit. I've got all the reservoir bottles tucked away as low as I can get them, just so I can have a little more clearance. Running the ODI Ruffian grips, awesome grips. The smaller the better for me. I don't like that big, thick grip feel in my hands. The ODI bar ends and the ODI grip slip stopper is what I call it. It just basically stops your grip from walking over into the clutch and handbrake area while you're doing this all day long, which is really, really aggravating. Did the clean air mod on it, and I had Chuck Graves over at Graves Motorsports do some really, really cool stuff to this bike to make it really, really powerful down low. The bike almost feels like a 1000. Way more power, way more predictable, way smoother, and the bike is incredibly light. They changed the center of gravity, they changed the front end, they changed the shock as well. So many good things about the new Kawasaki, but we've only had a couple days testing on this bike, and the level is just going up and up and up. So hopefully I answered some questions for you guys. I'm learning things as I go along. Like I said, it's only been a couple days of riding this bike, but it's been a great time so far. And until next time, you guys got more questions, hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, Jason Britton 1, at Jason Britton 1 on Instagram, / Jason Britton on Twitter and on Facebook. And let me know what kind of questions you guys have, and I'll answer them. Thanks. Peace.